Hey, now this here?
Hi.
Uh,
So I'm first.
yeah. Oh, good.
Where's my camera?
Oh, sorry, might not work.
For
Daniela.
some reason, my camera doesn't work.
Yeah,
Or maybe you have to let me in. Ah, okay.
it's all in.
I'm on.
Uh,
How you feel?
Sweating. I'm sweating at the moment.
Ah, don't see
Uh,
it. No worries.
I finally made it.
Thank you, thank you. Just a lot of trial and error today. I don't need this. Okay. Oh, that's a nice watch. Very powerful watch.
Thank you.
Is it for diving?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, Bradley. How are you? Yep. Yeah.
What's up, Victor? What's going on, man?
How there, man? Okay, man.
I told you I'd be here, bro. So
That's good. That's good. Good fun.
yeah, definitely, man.
Okay. This person, I only just got to know him recently. He's doing the podcast yourself course. I signed
Yeah.
myself up for it, and I just sent the invite to everybody, including the group just joined.
Oh yeah.
And he does great.
Yeah, man. Anybody can learn from it. That's my thing. Anybody can learn from it. So I was like,
Definitely, man.
show some support. You know, you're part of the podcast group as well. So
Yep.
what's your webinar on?
Yep. Basically, for trading, basically.
Yeah, that's nice because I
Yeah,
want to get into that
you
as
want to
well.
get into
So
that? Yeah. Basically, just go overview and things because I've been trading for quite some time myself.
okay, you ready?
Yeah, I just give 5-10 more minutes as people join in or something, and then start talking.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I can't wait, bro. So you know, I'm here. Whatever. You know, you just got to knock it out the park, dude. Just got to knock it out the park.
Yeah, I needed some strawberries.
Yeah, right.
Very nice. Strawberry and creams and jar sales.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's good that you're doing this though, man. So what you took then another accelerated course that London Real provided?
Yeah. It's the business accelerator.
Okay.
So at the end of the day, this is what we got to do: a product and do webinar. We just invite people to come and chit chat.
Okay. So are you still? Where do you work at?
Me, I'm a software engineer. I work in a cable company
Oh,
in
nice.
UK. So I'm doing end-to-end design and software design stuff.
Nice. You're definitely be a man. I need some help from here soon in the very near future. Then, if that's the case.
That's no problem. Software-wise, I help end-to-end design. I help that kind of stuff. No problem.
Same to you, man. Anytime you need my help, I'll try to help you the best way I can.
Yeah, just ping me. Just ping me. Family. Yeah. We're a big family. That's good.
Exactly, bro. It's good to have you as a connect, man. And like people, I'm in this Department of Labor workshop as part of like getting out the Army. I posted a live video. I explained more on there, but all they talk about is like getting jobs and like people not knowing what they want to do. Like, cause in the military, they hold your hand a lot. You know, they tell you where to be, what to wear, what you're gonna be doing, everything in between. And it's like,
That's right.
man, like, I don't want that in my life. I want to have control of my own life, my own destiny.
Yeah, definitely. That's part of the reason I do the share stuff as well. It basically gives me the control of what I want my life, how it turn out, how it's going to be.
Yeah, that's it, man. That's it. And it's just like people don't understand that. People just want to be hold their hand all throughout life. And I was like, I don't want that. I don't want my hand held, you know, at all.
Yeah.
I'm prepared to fail. I'm prepared to fail. Like, I know I'm gonna fail at eventually. Like, I've already been failing. Like, I was starting up my domain, and I didn't even know what to do with it. So I had to like start all over. and then go to another website, get my domain through them, and then finally I have my email for my business. So
How are you, mate?
What's up?
How old are you?
I'm 22.
Yeah, you got loads of time. Just start and try until you find something.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm old geek. I'm 49 years old.
Exactly, and that's knowledge. That's a lot of knowledge that I could have to my assistants.
Very painful knowledge.
Yep.
Yeah, but
yeah,
I
can
understand that. Yeah.
People I was like, have you ever read Think and Grow Rich?
Yeah. So I love that. Definitely, I love it. I love that.
And then like the biggest thing for me is like every empire is built off of truth. I was like, oh, that sold me. That sold me. As soon as I heard that, I was like, oh, I'm starting my business. And so I've been watching. So I started watching podcasts maybe back in February, and I was like, man, what are they doing that I can't do? Like that's what I was thinking. I was like, what are they doing that I haven't done yet? I just kept thinking, and then eventually, like maybe like last week, I stumbled upon London Real. I stumbled upon Dan Pena, all these dudes, and I was like,
yeah, it's good.
What are they doing that I?
Hi, Andre. Got another person joining. Yeah, I like it. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I like Dan and everything. So I know he swears a bit, but the thing he said, the message he gives are quite straightforward, quite true.
It's definitely honest. It's brutally honest, and that's what people need to hear, though.
Yeah,
and that's kind of how I am. Like I don't care what anybody thinks of me. I'm not politically correct. Like I'll cuss, everything like that. And it's, how is the word affecting you? You know, it's just one word. Like, and then the military is so politically correct, and it's like we should be like the hardest people in the world, and we're politically correct. We have safe zones where it's something else. It really is. It's something else. And I was just like, I don't want to be a part of it anymore. I did it for 3 years. I got what I could out of it. You know, it taught me a lot, but I'm ready to move on from it. Like next thing I know, I'll be in the Army 20 years, and 20 years of my life has passed me by, and I didn't do anything.
Yeah. Like Robert Kiyosaki in Rich Dad, he joined the Army, but the pay is crap, isn't it? It's not good. But they train you a bit, but the money is not.
And people, because you get allowances, like so you get money depending on your zip code of where you're at. You get money for your house. So like, and I'm in Hawaii, so it's expensive to live here. So I get like a stipend for like $3,000 to pay my rent, to pay my bills. I get an allowance for food. I get COLA, which is cost of living allowance. So like the cost of living is more expensive, so they give me like another $200. I was like, that's cool and all, but it's like I could be making so much more. You know,
Yes,
I could be doing so much more. And it's like,
look at Robert. He used to be a boat driver, wasn't it? He drive a tanker for oil.
Yeah.
What, 100 grand, 120 grand back in the 80s, and they go down to like 500 pounds a month or something.
Yeah, think about it now.
Yeah.
Think about it now, like with inflation and everything, that's probably like what, like maybe like 60 grand now, if that.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's not even worth it. It's really not worth it. What you have to do each and every day, you know, all your days are long, 12, 14 hours. And I said it a lot. I was like, I'd rather be putting in 12, 14, 16, maybe 20 hours a day into my business, into investing that time into myself, as opposed to investing it to somebody who at the end of the day does not give a fuck.
Yes, true. That is true. First thing to invest is yourself. If you're okay with it, then if you got a lot, then you can share with others.
And they tell me like, oh, where else are you going to go that you're going to be able to do this, have paid? It's like having my own podcast, having my own business. That's how I'm going to be able to do whatever I want. Do my own thing, fly around the world, travel. And then my wife's on it too. Like my wife's, it's an enterprise that we're starting. It's called Paul Santiago Enterprises. It's me, my best friend, who's also has the same mentality as me, who wants to get out the military, and then my wife. And then so he's on a mission that he has to do here in the very near future, that he has to go to Arizona and all these things. And I can't really get too in depth about it because it's secretive and all this other stuff. And so he can't really do much, but on his off time, he's going to be managing our LLC. And then my wife's starting to do FBA, so fulfillment through Amazon, by Amazon. And I'm starting my podcast, and those are all business ventures that we're going to go into in order to make cash flow so we can start investing into real estate. That's our ultimate dream, is start investing into real estate. So
that's good. That's good. It's funny you actually say all this stuff because I do all of that myself.
yeah.
So I'm a software engineer. I do trading. In the background, I'm also a landlord.
That's awesome.
So I've done all this together.
And that's part of the
I can help you. I can help you. That's no problem.
Yeah, and I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate it a lot. Same way, man. I'm here to motivate you. That's really all my podcast is about. It's about motivating people, you know, so they can. It's called Potential Unlocked. I'll send you a link to my first podcast that I already posted on SoundCloud. So if you want to watch it, if you want to listen to it, it's not watching. If you want to listen to it, yeah.
Yeah, ping me the link. Ping me the link. That's good. That's good. Hi, I'm here.
What's up, man?
Yeah, just talking to my friend Bradley, sharing some thoughts. How's Cookie's business?
Cookie's business is very busy, my friend. Very busy.
That's
so
good.
Busy that
I'm my saliva salivating when I look at that little post you have. It's you have some. It's really good.
Great.
How's things on your side?
Getting there. Just slow, but getting there. A lot of things to look at the same time.
Okay, top stuff. And have you sorry, I'm so behind on everything. It's been a crazy day today. Have you done your webinar, or are you doing it, or is this the webinar?
Yeah, this is the one. Just like, let's see how it goes. Okay.
Oh, fantastic.
All right, so 11 minutes now. Shall we just start, I suppose? Okay, it's got to be a combination of slices, because that's what I used to, which show you examples, and also face-to-face chit chat and tell you what I think so far. Okay, so I'm just going to run some slides, share with you, and then basically after in the middle of it, I will stop out and then talk to you directly. It's my feeling, and tell you how I found it so far. So here we go. Can everybody see that slide?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's good. So I just gotta run some. I'm just gonna run what I used to do in at work as well. So basically, just an overview today of what I basically do. Something called trend following, a certain strategy, and they make money going up and down. Before I start, just a couple of things. Just like when I'm talking to Bradley, like, is anybody who do trading here? Does anybody do trading?
I've done some in the past.
You done something about?
I haven't even done any. No.
Yeah. So basically, yeah.
But I really need to know what the hell is going on inside the system to really break it all down. So.
Yeah. That's true. I also like to find out things as well. I will go through a little bit of it today. I got stuff. And anybody got a coach doing sports? I mean, we got Milani's coach.
I do.
Yeah, that sort of thing. Just all these questions, because I asked, is there something when I talk about, bring all this up, okay? Which is the next bit. Just to tell you who I am, I'm Victor. I started a new website called Trading Academy, and I've been trading shares for 15 plus years. I've done shares, index, forex, metals, Bitcoin at the moment as well, through trading accounts. What we call individual saving account is some sort of like a tax-free saving vehicle for individual people. And I've done contract for difference and bet betting. That's what UK is allowed. That's what I am at the moment. And okay, before we start, this the actual overview of the trend following system I talked about. I just want to share with you 3 common problems that traders have. You know, that's from my point of view. Remember, I start from like yourself, Bradley, with nothing, and try to learn the systems. And so I hit so many potholes, and I just want to share some of 3 things that I find is very useful. Basically, I mean, a lot of people, I mean, 80%, I believe, maybe more, retail traders fail because many things, but these 3 things stands out a lot. Basically, they don't have a plan. Like me, when I first started, I was reading newspaper, the financials page and section, and then people have their opinions and give you opinions, say buy this shares or buy this index or whatever, and say tell you things. But I basically rely on other people instead of my own plan. So they don't know me and I don't know them. They don't know about my mindset, how much I willing to trade, how much I can trade. They never tell me when to get out. They always tell me, hey, buy this one. They never tell me how much. And also like, what is the risk? They don't say like, okay, if you hit this level, get out. Nobody tells me that. Just say, oh, looks nice. They give you some information about the company, mostly fundamentals. Say, oh, this making money. There's a new project coming on, blah blah blah, and say, yeah, go in there. And to me, a lot of in UK, so they call that like a boiler room kind of thing. People show you which share to buy. They get you to buy, and then they actually dump you the share because they have got those. And some people actually got fined for that, in UK. I'm sure in some similar thing in America and other places around the world as well. So this is what I found out. If I got no plan, I don't know what to do. I rely on third party, relying on other people's. And the other thing is the second one, which is the correct mindset. And most of them just don't have the mindset, right? Like, for example, they always think losing is not right. But the problem is losing and winning is part of the same coin, you see? So it's like you have winning, you have losing. But of course, when you lose, you try to lose as little as you can. But when you win, you try to amplify that winning as well. But most people hate losing, even 1 or 2 trades, they give up. Or let's say 3 trades later, they give up. Because like if you do a flip coin, like heads and tails, you see there's patterns, there's certain strings.
Probability.
Yeah, probably heads and tails. But people hit tails because it's failures. They just don't like it after 2 or 3 tries, and they just give up. Kentucky Fried Chicken. I've read Colonel Sanders got rejected 1,000 times before somebody buy. You use his recipe. But for normal people, day-to-day people, they just don't really use it much at all. They don't like to be losing. So that's one mindset that's not very good. And like you say, they don't understand with the probabilities, that kind of thing. So they just always thought, okay, if it's working before, it should work now. But they don't remember this is quite mutually exclusive, that kind of thing. And then thirdly, which is why I asked about mentor or coach earlier, is they don't have a mentor. Most of us, like myself, when I started, I just read books, I read newspapers, I ask my friends, I go forums, but I have nobody to guide me, handheld me or something, or even just give me a structure to say, look, you need to read this book, you need to go through this process, you need to track your share down, you need to do certain things, and wait, and that sort of stuff. Nobody tells me anything then, and it basically wasted a lot of my money and time as well. And for me, I think time is more precious than money, but I wasted both. Personally, I lost thousands of pounds, tens of thousands of pounds, probably hundreds of thousands of pounds throughout 15, 20 years history, that kind of thing. And so these are the things that I think it'd be useful to have somebody mentoring, teaching you. Just like my line self-defense, people doing self-defense themselves, maybe they got into too much trouble or fight a lot, but they don't really know how to protect themselves. But a mentor can show you what to do, and protect yourself better. At least you get got hurt less, that kind of thing. So that's the similar thing for trading. So the next bit is basically, I would say, well, how can that help me then? How can a trend following system going to help me make money in the market and protect my downside? And this is what I'm going to talk about. Okay, so here you go. So trend following system is basically a mathematical system itself. It basically using some mathematical model to attempt to find a trend that is established, and try to latch onto that trend and make some money, and get out before the trend finishes or reverse too much. And it's also an end-to-end system that tells you when to get in, when to get out, and exactly what position, like risk as well, how much risk involved. And some of you probably heard of technical analysis. It basically is a type of share trading method. Instead of doing predictive, which is like head and shoulder, shooting stars, or children chart patterns, or bear flag, bull flag, that kind of thing, which is a predicting the future of the price movement, which is a branch of technical analysis. And then, but trend following is basically just taking the day's open price and closing price, today's highs and today's low, and do that as calculation for the basic calculation, and come up with some value. And then based on this value, do they go in the market or not in the market? So rather than predictive, it's very much calculative, very systematic. So the system, the the methodology tells you what to do basically, and we follow that rules. And basically, why use trend following? To me, basically, no prediction at all. You don't need to, what I haven't shown it happen, so this is going to happen next. It's going to break this leg 9. It's going to give you this money. But all these are probabilities. It might never happen. So I don't predict. I just follow the rules. It's not news driven. So if Fed just put up the money, the interest rate, they will basically it moves the, let's say, the share market as well as the forex market, which you have heard about last couple of days when Donald Trump tried to force the Fed to try to reduce interest rate and so forth, that kind of stuff. But it moves the market, but we don't rely on that. Also, because the way that we trade, we try to reduce losses very quickly. So anything go bad, we just cut our losses very quickly. And we basically also trade up and down market. We don't really care if it's a market going up or down. We have a way to just make money out of it. So instead of people who buy and hold, only go an uptrend and hold the price uptrend, when they go down, we also make money. In fact, we make more money when the price going down, much faster. And it's applied to any market in the world. So the benefits basically is a try and test the proven strategy. It's quite easy to understand. You can break it down at the back of the napkins, write it down the rules very easily. And it's not expensive because it's quite simple. And you don't need an expensive package. All I use is a software package to tell you the end of day price, the charting software, which costs me £30 per month. And you can even use free software called tradingview.com. It's online, it's free as well. You can use that. And for me, I use it to trade shares and stuff. And it's like, it's basically takes less than 30 minutes if you have a small portfolio to set up. And of course, you get full control, end-to-end control. And because you have full control, you have self-reliance. You don't need other people to tell you what. All you need is the end of day prices and make your decision based on the mathematics. It's very, very simple. So in general, who is it suitable for? Well, anybody new traders or existing traders who don't have a strategy or don't know what to do. Existing traders who have emotional or impulsive trading habits, because sometimes a lot of them don't work. To my mind, I mean, everybody is a trader because all of us have a retirement plan, and we should just look after our retirement plans through proper investment. We outsource it to professionals. Unfortunately, some professional, they call themselves professional, they lose you lots of money when the market is down. But they're supposed to be professional. They're supposed to stop those losses or put you into money instead of, or sign aside. But because of the rules of pension scheme, the company always have to be in the market because you bought the pension plan and also scheme, you lose money because the general market has gone down. So at least this is a way for you to, get out of it. You don't have to, follow the duck, so to speak, for everybody else. And you can make money from, let's say, up market, the bull market, and also out of the blue sudden market. And for me, I have 4 kids. I've got a job, and I also do London Real, and I'm very busy myself. And I don't really need to I don't want to look at the screen every day to, track things and to make buy and sell decision, that kind of thing. So for individual, this is perfect because you only need to set up something, let's say 10 instruments, stock, forex, index, whatever, and you look at that, and you can very quickly, based on the mathematical model, to tell which one to buy, which one to get out, which one to sign aside. So no more than 30 minutes. It's very good. I mean, I personally, I track about 40 instruments. I use no more than an hour, that kind of thing per day. And I do that at night when all the kids are gone to bed before I go to sleep. So sometimes between half an hour, sometimes even less than half an hour because there's nothing to do. Or I just go through the shares itself and I say which one to buy, which one to sell, and make the notes for next day and just go next day and then do buy and sell. That's it. I don't even look at it during the day at all. So what is it not suitable for? Well, basically I said it's day trader. I'm too busy to look at the screen. So I don't believe, you can day trade with these things. You can using different sampling size, but I don't think it's a good idea because you get hypnotized. Look at the screen, buy and sell, and the only people really make a lot of money out of you is the people who is letting you get in and out of the market. The broker, the stock broker. Every time you go in the market, you pay $20 or $30 or pounds. When you get out, You trade 20, 30 pounds. I mean, if you have watched Wolf of Wall Street, you know, Neil Lando initially talked about, okay, you know, try to learn about, you know, Wall Street and stuff. And the guy was saying, you know, people pay commission for stockbrokers. The commission get the money into the bank while they try to sell the investor further trades, further investment on. They might make a lot more money, but they might not. But certainly the stockbroker get your money and put the money in the bank. And the more you trade, the more they make money. And you might make money at the end, but you might not. But they don't care because they got your money and they just run. So the other thing is obviously this is not for people who believe in instant riches. Very quickly you can make money. I mean, the strategy takes some time to establish yourself and to lock on. And any other skill, you just need time to actually learn about it. And the other thing is obviously people who are impatient, because you need to train to establish yourself. Sometimes there's nothing to do, just sit there. And even if you got onto the trade, because the trade signal hasn't reversed, the mass tells you don't do anything, you just sit there. And that's how you make big money. When you lash on a proper long trend, this is how you make money. You don't do anything and just stay there and wait for the trend to finish. And also people believe in holy grail. I personally believe that there's no holy grail. There's only like a system, like self-defense. There's many types of self-defense. There's only self-defense that one might suit you. And even you might need to learn from different self-defense just to make a mixture of self-defense so that you can learn something that fits your personality, fits your circumstances. And so there's no really holy grail, but a lot of hard work is involved. And also people who like day traders, or we see in Wall Street films and things, you know, people buy, sell, you're looking at the screen all day, shouting and yelling, and looking at multiple screen from multiple countries, multiple markets. That's none of that. You don't have to do that. And of course, it's not for dreamers. Dreamers as in, you know, you just want to buy a lottery ticket or put very little in and expect massive amount of coming out. It doesn't work that way. You need a lot of work, but it's a way that you can control and make a lot of money out of it as well. So what is it actually applicable? Well, basically it's applicable to all this market. I've done shares, I've done indices, I've done Forex, I'm still doing all this. Metal, silvers. I haven't done interest rate and bonds, but it's a similar model. I look at the chart, it's very similar thing I can do. But also I'm into Bitcoin. I've done soybeans, especially lately for the, you know, the trade war between China and US. I was making money out of that. Coffee beans. And also any instrument basically. I mean, you can even apply this to house prices. If you have to, you know, each month open, you know, and end price, the highs of the month, lowest of the month, you can even trade that. People do use this to predict, not predict, to trade the market and say, okay, when to get out of the residential market, that kind of thing, you know, property market. So, any questions so far? Before
Nah, man.
Yeah, it's okay. Maybe too fast.
It's learning.
Okay. So the philosophy basically is, I mean, the entries, we never go in at the start or at the bottom when the trend is starting. We wait for the trend to establish itself after some time when the mathematical model say, yeah, make enough progress, then we can lash on. So we never go in at the top or the bottom to sell. And we only get on after a trend is established. So it's lagging, okay? And the exit, we basically, again, we have to, let's say we lash onto a market, trending market that's going up. We wait until that market turns and hit you with your profit a little bit with a predefined level, and then you get out. So because you never understand, we never know when the trend finishes. It can go for years, and it can go for a few months, a few days. You never know. So you want to take as much money out from the market as possible. So that's why you wait for the market to tell you when to get out. And then because of that, you're always late getting out of the market. But because of the rules, if let's say you got on the market, you've gone into a trend, and that trend basically hurt you very quickly. Let's say within a couple of days, you cut your losses quickly and get out. And you only build on to add more trades later on when the trend actually moving in your direction that you're expecting. So next bit, basically the strategy is very mathematical. As I said, basically just math, it's systematic. And only works with established markets. In the case that you need some data to work with, like at least 6 months, I would say a year or two. So any like new IPOs, Uber, we're not going to use that for it. You know, you cannot trade those. That's more like a potluck, flipping a coin. So the profit, basically, we get the money from the middle session because you're getting late. So instead of going from the bottom, get in, we never get in at the bottom. And when we get out, because we wait for the trend to hurt you reverse back, we never get back in there again. So we basically just stay over there. We only get the middle profit. And because we don't know when the profit, when the trend finishes, we just go in and say, okay, we go in and we don't have a target. We just wait for the market to tell us when the target, when to get out. So sometimes we get 1 to 2, £1, you get £2 out of it. £1 you get £3, or £1 you get £10. You never know, but you let the market tell you. Okay, and you have to be patient. It teaches you to be patient because you just have to wait because you never know. Because Bradley, you said probabilities. You need to let the probabilities to play it out. So you need to find out when the trend is established. Then you open the trade. You lash on, you get on, and you wait until the trend is finishes and hurts you a bit, coming by your bottom a little bit before you get out. So you just always get the middle bit. So it takes time to establish, and we always let the winners run. So that's always you need patience to let it run. You want to get out. You want to be impatient. If you're losing money, just get out quickly. You want to be very patient when you're making money because that might take some time to go to the moon. That sort of thing. Losses, we cut fast. We never have any what ifs because it's so mathematical, this rules based. And we always take the first loss. We don't say what ifs, let's give you some more rooms because I've done all of that and give more rooms to stop loss and I lost a lot more. So that's nothing to do, not a good thing to do. And you reduce your losses because you want to try take the next trade. And losing is basically part of winning. It's part of the mentality. So it's always got to, hand in hand, that kind of thing. So quickly about mindset. Basically, it's very similar to the strategies. Risk control. We don't want to lose too much. Never lose more than 1% on account. We protect the downside, and we protect the downside, and we basically ride a trend. We don't predict anything, and we cut losses fast. Let winners runs, and we always follow the rules. And also we basically in here we concentrate on the process. We follow the process because it's mathematical based. We follow the maths. We do calculation like engineering. We have certain calculation to come out with certain values. We just repeat that process again and again. Okay. So you with me so far?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I got to stop sharing for 2 minutes. Yeah. Everybody else, and everybody else, Christina. Yep. So, any questions so far?
So my question is so you have a website for this, right? Where you started your trend website?
Yeah, basically I've done it a lot. I basically, if you look at my trend website, which I tell you in later slides, showed you exactly what I've done. So lately I have been going into USD Aussie dollars against US dollars. I've been in crude oil. I've been in the Hong Kong index. I've been in Dow Jones lately. I missed the Japanese yen, but I also talk about gold trade. So it basically depends on when my system tells me when to get in. So I track like 40 instruments. So I tracked Apple, Google, Amazon, eBay, okay, and then some UK shares, HSBC Bank, and I trade the index. So Dow Jones, DAX from Germany, Nikkei from Japan, Hong Kong the Hong Kong Hang Seng Index, and so forth, and also CAC from France. So I track those as well, and I also look at Bitcoin lately because I think Bitcoin is something that might happen soon, something nice. So I'm just looking at that kind of thing. So I'm tracking all of those things, and I look at coffee beans, and also look at soybean lately because the trade war is out there with everybody saying, "Oh, it's not good," and the trend is going down, and I make money out of it. But lately, for some, because I think in America, the trend, what Trump was saying, they will pay the farmer subsidy or money back. All of that's suddenly gone up. So all the soybean, cotton, coffee, all gone up suddenly because it's an uptrend. That's what the market reacted to, and I make money out of that as well. That kind of thing. So, but I didn't know Trump is going to do this. I just followed the trend suddenly. So I was following the trend, making money. Suddenly I lost money because Trump said, "Oh, there's these new things I'm going to give you, compensate the farmers." So that hurt me a bit, but I latched on. I reversed the trade, latched on, and make money. That's what I do. So if you look at my my website, yeah, you get a lot more details on that one as well. Okay.
Yeah, I definitely want to. So how much would you say like to start off?
I personally think, I mean, first of all, I would say this because I've gone through all the process, all the BS myself and everything. I've gone through them. I say, like you said before, invest in yourself first. Take some books, learn from some professional who have done it before, okay, who have done traders, have done like myself, have done something before and teach you. And when you go in the market, I don't believe in what you call demo trade, because demo trade is good to establish your strategy to see if it's good or not. However, one thing they never let you do is emotional trade, side of thing, because you never risk any money. So when you have a profitable system, when you do demo, you're making thousands, tens of thousands of dollars. You go into live trading account, you lose money because you have money in the game. You got skin in the game. You're scared of losing money, so you quickly come out when lose a bit of profit. That kind of thing. So demo trade never give you that training, emotional training. So what I believe is, okay, if that's the case, then please go into the market. I suggest you go into that market, but trade very small, risk as little as you can, because the first year when you're learning, you definitely gonna lose money. The system that I use, most likely you make some money, but very little. You don't like suddenly gonna make tens of thousands of pounds the first time. But like any skills, just like for yourself, you learn new skill in army. It takes years, months minimum, years. You don't just become suddenly read a book and fly the plane. That kind of thing. And also, like Robert Kiyosaki says, well, you in army you learn about crashing. So you learn about what happened when it's reversing, when the market reverses. How to handle it. So when you're flying a plane or helicopter, or its case, you learn how to crash it. Because one day you might learn you have to crash because there's some mechanical problems or get hit by
you're gonna fail.
People. You fail, right? But most people out there don't teach you how to fail. They just say, yeah, buy this system and then make loads of money. But what happened when you fail? Can you show me what you've done? No, everybody keep quiet. That kind of stuff. And those are the things that you can learn from them, because it's always upside and downside. You learn from both, and it's always just like Elon Musk, when people fail, when his rocket failed, he learned a lot more in his failures.
Yeah, you learn a lot more from your failures as opposed to your wins.
That's right, and then you make money out of it, and also it tells you a lot about your personality, because like the self-defense, I'm going back self-defense again because I do some myself. It's very much depends on your personality. Let's say you're very impatient. You don't want to wait for a long trend. So trend following might not be for you. Or you might learn and train yourself to be more patient. But if you are an impatient person, you may be a day trader, go in and out, scalping daily. But then you look at the screen whole day. Yeah, you cannot go on holiday really. You have to look at the screen and do a trade on a daily basis to just make money, that kind of things. So and because big trend where you make big money is depends on a long trend, like which I will show you an example in a minute. Dow Jones have been in uptrend since 2008, 2009 up to recently. If you go in and out every day, every single month, yeah, you make money, but who make more money than you? I think it's a stockbroker. And if you do less of that, you definitely make a lot more, which I'll show you in a minute. Okay. Hi, Abdullah. So, yep. Is it okay if I go on and show you some examples, guys and girls?
Yeah, go for it, man. This is your webinar, bro.
Yeah, okay. Okay, there's some examples here.
I have a question.
Yep.
In terms of predictability, or the way around, unpredictability, how do you guys deal with that? It's something I'm especially interested in understanding the mindset of traders or stockbrokers when they deal with the unpredictability. This is what I'm really curious about.
Yeah. So just like what I think there's some other people have done on YouTube as well. You try to flip a coin, which I've done before, yeah, and you see a strings of losses. So basically, heads is winning, tail is losing. Just do that 100 times. You see a different pattern, and every time you do 100 times, the pattern's different. So how do you go trade that? You can never tell. But the pattern tells you there are strings of ones and twos, winnings, losing. Sometimes maybe 5 or 6, sometimes maybe 10 times. So because of that, you need to get your mind in a certain order to say, okay, I could never tell if the next trade is a winning or not. So at the start, I would say, okay, I will trade as little as possible. A bit like a mentality buying a lottery ticket. Very little money just to see if it works or not. If it doesn't work, okay, I lost very little, so it doesn't hurt me. But if it's making money, let's say $1 and you got $2, you want to go in more. You want to say, okay, let's add another one. But again, they might not be the market might suddenly come back and hurt you. But at least then you limited your downside, and you let the upside look up, and you keep on doing that. There's a mathematical way up to like 5 times you can add on, which I also have done as well, and that's how you make big money. But initially, you need to learn like how you trade first, understand the system first, because the mindset is the hardest things to do. Easy with the system is 20-30%. The mindset takes years to train, but basically it's understanding probabilities. You always try to lose as little as you can. And from my experience, let's say Dow Jones, because of what the Fed had put a lot of money into the market, so the index is going up a lot. But at the moment, they're talking about probably sideways going down. So you need to protect yourself, but you don't know when this will happen. So if you want to, let's say, trade to the downside, you try a little bit. You try futures or betting or some other thing, but it might not work out. But you might try a few times, and I believe that's how you do it, and then later on it will go down. So it's a mentality. Yeah. So you just basically follow the system and say, okay, I'm risk as little, no more than 1% each trade. And if it's making money, I stay on. If it's losing me money, maximum 1% I get out. And the next bit is, the next level is, okay, when I'm making money in my trade, how much I can put more on. Yeah, you heard of dollar averaging? Basically, when the price goes down, you keep on buying some more, hoping it'll go up a little more. We don't do that. We do the reverse. We do when they go up, we buy some more. Because the market telling you you're in the right track. It's making you money. Yeah, that kind of thing. That's how I did. Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So overall, there's no predictability in it. You're just looking at the trends and following the trends of it going up and down. And that's how that's how you know to buy more or to pull out. That kind of thing. Yeah.
Because like now, for example, going back to Dow Jones, there's a lot of people put lots of money into it, so the trend is going up. But what happened now? They talk about what last October or late last year, the Fed was saying they stopped being easing. Yeah, they're taking money back out, and the market, I think, from October going back down, straight down. Okay, now you never know when this is going to happen, except that the actual price of the trend that tells you. So you just follow that. So lately, for like Donald Trump suddenly sent a tweet and say, okay, because of we're having problem with China, we got to put tariffs on, so the price gone down. Oh, we have a good relationship with China now. We can talk now. So the price suddenly gone back up again. So it's like going up and down, and you lose quite a lot of market money if you basically do like base your trading based on
what's said.
Quality, based on what is said. But you basically just look at the price and make a decision there. The price will have gone down a little bit beforehand or gone a little beforehand, and you basically just follow. So you don't predict. It's all about probabilities, like you said. You never know what happened next. Every trade is mutually exclusive. Okay, so when it happens, like you do the flip of the coin, it happens once or twice or 10 times of winnings, you lash onto that. Yeah?
Makes sense.
Okay. So let me share the next bit then, which is basically some examples. Okay. So the examples are Apple. So Apple's, if you look at it, has been making quite a lot of money from like October. It gone down quite a lot because Trump was saying something, and the trade war. And I was able to capture that money, that string here where the arrows is. And then when it toppled down, I lose a bit of money here because I don't know when it's doing what. But then when the market, the trend establishes itself again, I latch on again. So I make some money out of that. So what happened is you make money here, you lose money here because when this goes sideways, there's no trend. It's just going sideways. Sideways is the time we lose money. So we keep the what you call the cost lower, that kind of thing, okay? And then when the trend is coming back up, we just go get up some more, okay? The next bit here is crude oil, Brent crude oil. Again, the market gone down up to December. When everybody in Christmas say, oh, we don't have a Christmas rally, suddenly after Christmas, boom, everything gone up, including oil. And again, I can make money out of that, and I did. Next bit, Bitcoin, which a few years ago is gone up really big, 20,000 they're talking about, and then comes straight back down. But now lately it's going back up again now. So I'm watching that at the moment. So once that is slowly doing, moving back up, then I will go back in again. Dow Jones, which I talk about. So if you look at 2009, if you basically follow the trend, it's more or less going up until recently. So this is a big, strong move. A lot of people make a lot of money out of it, but now it's going sideways a bit. People are talking about going down, but we don't know. So we just follow the rules and we make money out of that. And Tesla lately has been going down. It was going sideways a lot and then going down because they couldn't make enough cars as they predicted the production level. So it's gone down a bit. But again, you can catch this downtrend and make money out of it. And also, I'll just give you a Forex example. So last time when back in 2009, because everybody going to yen, the yen basically gone down against US dollar. And then recently have gone back up last couple of years, of 3-4 years ago, but now it's on the side track again. So it's like a little triangle. It might go up, it might go down, I don't know yet. So I just wait until the trend establishes and show me what to do. So that's the type of things I sort of do. So the takeaway basically is, money basically is a result of applying a good trading principle, a set of them, and follow them, and always follow the process, and don't think about the money at the start. I mean, I think at all times you shouldn't even think about the money. Just think about the process. If you do it right, because you're in a financial instrument, you'll make money. Just like business, if you do the right principle, attract enough people and do those things that offer what the market wants, you make money. Okay. Oops. So basically, I got a little offer just for today to basically help you, like Bradley, like you said. Okay, you want to know what I can do and something like that, what we can do. So for today only, I got a special offer, which basically a 6-step series of how to make a portable trend following system. And I got 5 copies and it's $27 for today only. And normally it's $99. And for the first 3 people who actually buys it, you also get the signals, which you've seen from my website, the type of signal that you get. But instead of me posting it to the website or to the Facebook page, you get that first, hours before. But normally I do in the evening. I do all of that. I write it all down, get ready for next day, and I post on the website with next day. So you get that like 6 hours beforehand. So you get early signal early on. And also bonus number 2, you get a 15 minutes one-to-one talk with me to see what I can do to help you to the next level. I still got a lot of other trick of the trade, so to speak, and other things I can help, because I've spent many years learning, losing a lot as well, but also learn how to make myself back up again now. So this is what I've done. So this is basically what I've got. Okay. Any questions? Yep. Okay. Is oops, unmute. Can you unmute?
Yep.
Yeah.
Can you hear me
Okay.
yet?
Yeah.
What do you think of penny stocks? And have you been watching the Tim Sykes stuff on London Real recently?
No problem. Yeah, it works.
The same?
Yeah. It's just because as far as I'm concerned, I don't really care is a big cap or small cap. But one thing I would say is because small cap, he also said that as well, some market are very limited. So when your prices move up, you got quite a bit of money in it. You try to get out. You move the market very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of thing. So you need to watch out. You need to know which one, and when you get in, get out very quickly. So the reason I don't do that, you can apply the same system, same set of rules on penny share trade, is that is lack of liquidity. So if I buy HSBC, it's a big company, or Google, Apple is big company. There's a big market for that, and liquidity is very strong. So when the price move up and down, you don't see so much volatility. So if
Yeah.
you go down up and one maybe $1 or something instead of a not very well known shares, it can go down $5-10 at any one time. You know, and it could be very scary. But Tim know what he's doing, so he can get in and out, and you can learn from that as well.
Yeah.
But I don't do it that way. Basically, I just want to protect my downside. I'm very scared of losing money.
Yeah. So you short the downs and ride the ups and
Yeah, that's right.
have your formula. Cool.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
Any other questions? Bradley, where are you? I thought you got some question before. Okay, yeah, I'm here. Yeah, far away.
Yeah, so I just want to ask you a question. So, first of all, how long have you been implementing this system when you're buying and you're trading?
Well, the system itself I know about 10 years, but I didn't trust it. I thought it was just I liked the hype at the time when I was growing in my journey.
Right.
And I even got it in my pocket, but I just never use it properly. I make money out of it, and I jumped out and do something else because I thought I can do Forex.
Okay.
And then I got hurt a lot. And I basically come back and said, look, I've got a system here. It did make me money before. And why it's not making money, let's say in Forex? Because I didn't follow similar system. Because Forex 24 hours thing, they talk about hours, minutes, instead of days. And I got a very busy life. I got 4 kids myself. I just don't have any time to sit down to look at the screen every day. And I also found out through losses myself that big trend, big money is in the big trend when it actually moves a lot. And you're talking about days, months, that's a big trend is. You don't talk about minutes.
So this system of yours, is it industry specific or you can use it across a broad industries?
You can use across any industry. That's why when I saw examples, it's across anything. You can, it's a philosophy. It's a mathematical model. So long the price have a start price, close price, the day's high, day's low. I sometimes look at volume, but I don't really look at it. I only need like four items, and that's it. I just plug in the model, and I come up with some values. So that's what trend following is. It's very traditional trend following. We just do calculation. We don't predict. We just follow. And just ride the trend. The hard part is riding the trend because, like for example, I drop $100 or £100 on the floor. I walked off. Okay, it's very unlikely that it'll be back there when I would suddenly realize with a couple of minutes later and come back, people will pick up the money and gone. Okay, but when you share trading, you don't do that. You basically say, okay, we make 100 now. We wait for the trend to go further up. Yes, it might come back down a bit. But let's say you lose $20 or $30 or something like that, you get out, but you still get your $50 or $70. Yeah, you still get some money back. But you net the market to say, okay, it might be $100 now. In let's say a couple of days, a couple of months time, it might be $200, $300, $500 or thousands. We never know. So we let the market tell you when to get out. That kind of thing. So there's potential winning much more. What happened is if you've done some probabilities, there's some sort of thing called linear bell curve.
Yeah.
So basically it's like a hat. Okay. If you look at my head kind of go around, on one side here is big losses, shark bites, losing thousands, tens of thousands of pounds. The other side here is big winnings, thousands of pounds. Okay, but in the middle, it's most likely it's a lot of small losses, small winnings, that kind of thing. So what you try to do is cut this side, all the big losses, stop it by good stop loss and also mathematical formula. So you lose small losses, but you let the upside run. So then big winning comes in. You just don't put that, you just lash on and just wait. So that's why they call trend following. You follow the trend until it bends. That's what they actually say. So basically make money that way.
Cool.
All right, Brad. Any more question for me? Let me unmute you.
Yeah, you posted that thing about buying it out of your academy. I just got it, so.
Yeah. Oh, you got it.
Yeah.
You got it. Oh, good. I mean, like, if you need any help, just tell me. I mean, you first want to get it. Basically, I talk to you about in the next level.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that kind of things. And I mean, it's good to. I mean, you ask questions. Is basically this is why I'm asking all this stuff, especially fit you well because you have done the army training. Okay, army training is very rigid. I know you don't like it because you want to be the flirt, but it precisely because you follow rules, just like aeroplane, stopping the engine and let it stall and come down.
Yeah.
You learn the way to protect yourself. Okay, so you also in this one you also learn the way to go up to learn make money, that kind of thing. So it's good. It's very rigid. It's very traditional. It's mathematics. Now I am from an engineering background. I like to do that. I say like you set up certain condition, you then look at the result.
Yeah, you know what works.
That kind of thing. And it works. And I actually done myself and it works. And there are books and stuff that I can help you to learn a bit about it. And it definitely works. But the first thing is the mindset. Don't try to run before you can walk. Okay?
Yeah.
It's a baby crawling at the moment.
Crawl,
yeah. Learn all of that
walk,
first.
run.
Yeah. And I'll be here to help you to handhold you a bit as well.
I just bought the course that you offered.
Yeah.
When do you start that?
Basically, it's a 6 weeks course. If I go back to my slide here, I tell you a bit more on that one. So it's basically it's a 6-module course. Each week you get 1 module. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you see that? Okay.
No, it's not on.
Okay, let me try it again.
Are you sharing your screen?
Share, yeah, share. Yeah, share. Okay. So basically, yeah, we'll go back. Yeah. So can you see that now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, you get 6 videos. Each video is 1 week, basically, because it takes time to understand it. You can ask me questions then as well. And each one build on the next one. So after 6 weeks, you will learn from totally, don't know anything about trend following. We have a system, rules, and mental good habits that are able to teach you. And then you have the system that you go in and trade, that kind of thing. Okay, so I'm based in UK, so I trade in UK mostly, but I stockbroker also let me trade money from Google, from America, from other countries, that kind of thing. So I can help you on that. So after 6 weeks, you have a good system to actually use. So next basically is the benefits. Basically, you got a plan. You know exactly when to get in and out. You know how much you risk, and you get the right mindset. And like you say, you basically you cut years of learning curves because somebody's helped you. Me, I waste
the mentor.
hundreds of thousands of pounds. Yeah, and then basically I pass you that good understanding to you. The good practice.
And as we do that, we can be working on our broadcast yourself as well.
Yeah, that's right. And this is one of those things. And this is one of those things I'm going to want to broadcast as well, that kind of thing. And the good thing is I didn't mention it. It's in here. If you totally or anybody not totally happy with it, you get this money back. Yeah.
I know I'm be happy with it, man.
Yeah.
I trust you.
No problem, mate.
But yeah, hey,
I got skin in the game. You know where to find me.
Yeah, I know where to find you. I got to get back into my class, man. But
okay.
I'll definitely keep in touch with you, man.
Yeah, definitely. And thank you for that. Thank you for buying that.
Yeah, I appreciate the knowledge, brother. You be good now. Take care.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, stop sharing for that. Yeah. Right. Anybody else? Any other questions? No? Okay. Okay. I will say bye-bye then. Okay. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you for your support and being here. Thank you, everybody. and good evening. Thank you.
Thanks for the lecture.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.